Hi guys, it's King David. Check it in once again. I'm finna get up out of here in a few minutes. Got a couple errands to run. Got to pick up my last check from the job I quit that I'm now back at. And I gotta go get my computer fixed, as you can possibly see here. I found this computer in the house that I was working in. And I'm finna get it wiped. Get some upgrades installed on it, so I have a computer, and then I'll be able to I'll get like a little camera so I can put on it, so I can like stop using my cell phone as much, and then I can start doing some other stuff like getting some software that allow me to like edit videos and stuff like that. That's my goal. I've been telling y'all that I want to like take this thing to the next level this year. And that computer gonna help me do it, Lord willing. So I'm on my way to do that. But before I do, me and a friend having a conversation about the murders. She lives in Chicago, originally from St. Louis, Missouri, lives in Chicago. Shout out to her. You know what I mean? We just have a difference of opinion. Like, she's thinking that the murders are just murders, and that's it. Like, it's an isolated incident, just like all these thugs and you know, folk out here is just killing up folk, kids, women, children, cops. And I was trying to explain to her. She was talking about the death toll, and I was like, well, yeah, we do kill each other. I'm not gonna deny that we do kill each other, but the death toll isn't exactly accurate. There are a lot of plainclothes cops out here, and do not be fooled, family. There are plainclothes cops out here who will wear like gang colors, or who will wear, you know, like all black or something, be driving an unmarked car, and they'll shoot somebody and then they'll skirt off. I've seen the videos, right? I seen what they did in Ferguson. The Ferguson protests were peaceful, and then this magic bullet from the hill just came down, and they thought that was us. No, that was a plainclothes cop. They'll never tell you that, but that's what it was. But basically, the thing is, what I'm trying to say is, there are no isolated incidents in the system of white supremacy. There are zero. Goose egg. The murders, okay, the mass incarceration, the welfare, the lack of education, lack of jobs, drugs, guns in the community. Then you got your coons, okay. Then you got your overseers, which is the officers, okay. So there's like a bunch of things. That's all I can think of off the top of my head. But it's like 10 things, you know, what I named off like 7. So it's like anywhere between like 7 to 10 things that are in the system of white supremacy that makes up the system of white supremacy. Also is white pride. You know what I mean? White privilege. That's also part of the system of white supremacy. But when it comes to dealing with us, none of these things are isolated. The murders are happening because of all of these things. The murders are happening. Why? These brothers don't see that they have anything to live for, right? Mothers may or may not be in the home. If they are, they might be on drugs. A lot of folk are living with their relatives. This is all by design, family. Do not be fooled. The system of white supremacy, and hear me when I'm telling you this. The system of white supremacy is a system that is supposed to last 1,500 years. That's 1,500 years. That's a long ass time. We've hit about 500 so far. This system is supposed to reign for another 1,000 years. This is how cold-blooded the system of white supremacy is. Okay, so do not be fooled. Nothing is an isolated incident. You take the education out of schools, okay, you start cutting funding, okay, then you got the projects. Putting people in like high-rise apartment buildings or within a space to where everybody is crowded up together causes friction, right? And which causes us to kill each other. You know what I mean? Everything has to do with everything. The father's not being in the home, the mass incarceration. You know what I mean? The officers patrolling the streets like it's a plantation. Like I say, none of this is isolated. We are living in a matrix. What you see is not necessarily what you see. There are other things going on behind the scenes. If there's 15 people in a room, all 15 people are doing 15 different things, which means that there's 15 different things going on in this one room. That's the system of white supremacy. All of these things are going on at once in order to cause chaos, in order to cause discord. And look, I've been rocking with her since grade school. I got nothing but love and respect for her. We just have a difference of opinion. You dig? But please don't be fooled. This shit is real out here. I'm trying to tell you. So when you see a murder, when you see somebody get locked up, when you see somebody get ran down by the police, when you see one of your neighbors on drugs, when you see these things, just remember these are the effects of the system of white supremacy. So that's it. Just want to do this really short, and I got to get up out of here. So, hey, again, thanks for watching. I'm King David, and I'll holler at you. Peace.